Alright, let's see what's going on in the bar. Alright, looks like Henry might want to talk to me.
Come to have a chat, Commander. Just as well, for I've been meaning to have a word with the dragon myself. Remember when I told you about losing my arm and eye? How I lost it standing guard for your father, an emperor unworthy of his throne? Well, telling you got me thinking, as well as drinking. And here's the conclusions I've come to. I was different then, you see. And not just because I was more man and less machine. No. The day they hacked me up good, there was much more that I lost. In that arm lay stored loyalty and duty. In that eye, trust and friendship. Out the door, just like that. But lately, they've been clawing at it, wanting to come back in. We've got a fine bunch of generals here, Commander. And there's Edmund too, but let's not open that particular can of worms. No, it's the girls. Scarlet and Catherine. Guess I've never come closer to women without wanting to get in their pants. I respect them as officers, I really do. And I think that should history repeat itself, they would stand by me as we make our last stand. Not run like the mongrels that still stain my memories.
Well, I don't think Scarlet will ever want to go into your pants, Henry, so don't worry about that.
If there's trust to be had, I think they've earned mine, Commander. As of you, the sins of your father need not be yours. You have my sword and my friendship too. There! Now you know. So enough of this sentimental elf talk and let's drink! To us! To the Raven! To victory!
Henry must be pretty wasted to be talking to me like that. Alright, let's see what Catherine has to
Were
say.
that I were the monarch and you the general, I'd kill for one of your powers, whereas you hardly have need of us.
Alright, whatever. Nothing to say to you. Alright, let's go to the bridge. Let's look at our map here, see what we can do. Okay, so I think we did build a transport, so that's convenient. We do have a juggernaut there, so we will put in a trooper, just one trooper, because what we're trying to do is just get him over there to release the juggernaut, so I could, or release the trooper, so that I can claim this piece of land, which I've been trying to claim forever now. But whatever. All right, so let's see what's going on here. So we've got pretty much all of this stuff here. Let's see if we have any useful cards we can buy. Nope, that's not. Nope, 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 nope. No, nope. I don't think I want any of these things, so let's close that. Do we have a war factory anywhere near here? No, those are both taverns, so those are giving us cards. We do have a war factory here, but not all that useful, unfortunately. But we will buy units. We'll probably buy a Devastator, an Armor, Hunter, and another Imp Fighter there, because we do like those. We will move Devastator down there, because for some reason this area always gets attacked, which is really, really obnoxious. And hopefully they never attack this area here, because that would not be good. I'd probably lose it. Not really defending it all that well. Put a hunter up there. We'll buy some more units. Let's buy another Devastator, an armor, and a hunter, because that's all I can buy there. And can only go west so far. Hunter can go there, so we will send all of our hunters there. We'll put troopers, all 4 troopers, why not? An armor and an imp fighter here. Hopefully that should be enough to defend. I don't feel comfortable invading just yet, so I will not. So we still have 20 gold, so that's convenient, because then I can still use my generals to fight if I need to. Hopefully that'll help me turn the tide of battle. Alright, let's see what happens. Ooh, I was not expecting a fight in that area. Well, that's 55%. That's 100, so I'm not worried about there. That's 100, so I'm not worried about that section either. And this one here is 100% chance to win as well. So the only one I really need to be concerned about is this one, which is only 55% chance. So 100. We'll just use our Imperial Army because 100% is 100%. Okay. Problem defended that perfectly fine. Next battle. This is the one I need to be careful about. I would like to resolve this easily, so don't have any juggernauts. That doesn't change things. So we will try with uses all of my money. Catherine. You can do it, Catherine. Alright, so didn't lose any units, perfect. Here, 100%, so we'll just use our Imperial Army, ready. Skip and continue, perfect. So now that it's finally mine, took forever to claim, but that's okay. And here this is 100 as well, so we're ready, and just continue. Alright. Perfect, that was a good turn. Okay, so popularity, pretty good, pretty good. And I got another good. And Henry has gained a level in Fearsome. Okay, so that probably makes him fight better, or when I choose him as a commander anyway. Alright, so let's see what's going on in my throne room. Alright.
Commander, if we elves think something is of supreme importance, it is the happiness of all people. For those with rejoicing hearts do no evil, and look upon the world with kindness. We also believe they will fight harder for their country if pressed. For a new overlord may not hold their welfare in high regard. Clearly this will benefit you in times of need. So, how can we increase the happiness of a huge part of your citizenry? By allowing them to form unions, so they can stand up for themselves better. What do you say?
Giving them unions. I don't know. Let's see what... See, I need to increase with the dwarves and the undead, so let's see what the dwarves... Dwarves definitely probably do not want unions.
Typical elven wishy-washy nonsense. Unions indeed. Nothing but organized trouble.
That's what I thought. And what about... Curious what Yorick would say.
Unions? What blasphemy.
Alright, so two of them don't want it. The two that I want to increase my reputation with don't want it, so definitely gonna say no.
This would have been the first step towards the betterment of your fellow man.
Yeah, but I don't want to better them. Alright, good enough. Alright, so... let's go to the Royal Chamber. Definitely not going to talk to Corvus, because Corvus, yeah. Let's actually just buy these basic skills now so we have them. And don't really need any of these. Although this might actually be useful, or a restoration. A permanent that reduces the range. Well, that seems useful too. Huh. Well, let's see the engineering base, see what we can buy in here. Are there any of these passives? I like the passives the best. Yeah, Juggernaut passive, we'll buy that. Let's see if there's a master pen. Well, I could get the bomber balloons, which are... they are good. So we will buy the bomber balloons. The bomb drop over there. Oh, I definitely do need to get that upgrade, so I will save up for that next. Should be able to get that next turn anyway. Alright. So, going to the map here. Let's see what we can do here. I definitely do want to take over this capital. Alright, so let's see. I wonder if I can actually take over this piece of land here. So let's load up my transport ship. Oh, I can't put any armors on there. wonder if I can. No, I can't play cards on the sea, so this could be difficult. Let's see. Okay, so I have quite a few units. Let's build some more. Actually, let's see what cards we can buy, because these might have some useful cards in here as well. I love the mercenary cards. They're my favorite by far. Okay, that's useful. Buy more units again. Buy a hunter, an armor, and a devastator. It's usually what I buy. And we'll buy a warlock too, why not? Don't usually buy warlocks, but it's fine. And we'll just keep moving these units across here as we get ready to invade. We'll leave that there for now. Let's see, we only have 13 gold, so I really can't use any of my generals. Hopefully I don't get attacked on this front again, because that would be really obnoxious. We will wait another turn, see what happens. Fast replay this. Oh, they destroyed a tavern. Not cool. So do I have any fights? Did I assault that? I didn't think I did that. Alright, so that looks like it's the only... Oh, and I do have a fight going on here, which chance to win is pretty low. But we'll see. I do kind of want that now. Alright. So, it looks like they really want to win that. What happens if I deploy this mercenary? 73%. How many mercenary cards do I have? I have quite a few actually, so why not? Alright. Perfect, so that should be mine. Now here's where I need to be careful. There we go, so that should help me win. Alright, so that should be mine, and that should be claimed as mine as well once this turn is done. I'll have to check the map after. So, looks like doing really good here with reputation-wise. So, policies, your population motivation decreased by 6, but I get more gold, so gold is always good. Can't complain with gold. Ooh, and my queen wants to talk to me. Let's see what she has to say. Hopefully she's warming up to me. Alright, Ophelia, or Camilla, what do you have to say?
Remind me to say no next time you ask for a favor, dragon. Because I'd much rather have Yorick huffing and puffing away at me than Falstaff on the warpath. I tell you, there's a giant's anger trapped in his diminutive physique.
Aww. Sorry.
To think I didn't even close a single dwarven bank in undead regions or impede their workings in any way. I merely had their clerks remove the small print from their contracts, thus counteracting the interest inflation. Touchy little tykes. A few, but I outmaneuvered their clumsy attempts at hindering me. The dwarf hasn't been born yet that can manipulate the law to my detriment. By the by, I've been invited by Yorick to attend a feast in my honor. Quite the celebrity among the living dead as of late. Hailed as a liberator, in fact. Funny, isn't it? I play it fast and loose with the law, and suddenly I'm popular. Never did my integrity result in a jubilee.
Well?
Oh, before I forget, the celebration is tonight, so seeing that the invitation reads +1 and my sister turns out to be unavailable, perhaps you'd like to accompany me. Do take a bath first, though. You still reek of burnt flesh and jet engine oil.
Of course, of course. Anything for you. Alright, let's see what's going on in the bar. Oh, Yorick in the middle here.
God bless your darling wife, Commander.
Yes, God bless
She
her.
took those dwarves by the short and curlies and yanked them into complacence. Over are their sorry schemes. Done are their last dirty deeds. To show our appreciation, we are organizing an event completely novel among the undead. A party, I believe the word is. Trinculo also suggested something called an orgy, but Prospera shooed him away.
I think I'd like that part of the party if we had that, but alas. Alright. I was gonna buy that research for my hot air balloons. Alright, that was under master, I believe. Yes, there we go. Now let's go back to our map. So we should have quite a bit. Oh, didn't claim that, really? This year's. Alright, so that should be mine that turn, hopefully. So for some reason... Oh, I think he just got attacked. Well, we'll send our hunter there. We will build more units, because always building units, right? So... put that there. We'll send 2 of them there. Just we're gonna solidify that win. Send our Devastator up here. And put a hunter here, just in case. We are gonna build some more units here. Let's buy... that should be good. Because we do need to defend these areas here, just in case. Alright. So we will end this turn like that. Hopefully that's good enough. Alright, skip all that stuff. So, looks like I'm fighting 55% chance to win there, and 100% chance to win there. Alright. See if I can manipulate this with cards. Not really. I'm gonna have to actually fight this one. Alright, so I'm ready. And I don't think Soar is all that useful, especially compared to... there's an Aura of Restoration. Yeah. I hope it's... yeah, should be good. Okay. So let's start this battle. See how we do here. I really should have saved those mercenaries though. Oh well. Because I could have used them for the other fight. That'll give me a little bit of an advantage here, hopefully. Alright, what do we got here? Yeah, I'm yellow. So, send... I'm gonna send some there. Send some down there. We're going to turn this into a battle forge. The rest of my units are going to...
All is ours for the taking.
No, not there. We have to defend around here-ish.
Coming through. The grave be their destiny.
And we will... that... and we will mass troopers, because it's really all I can really build right now anyway.
Construction underway, Commander. I've got big guns and I cannot lie. All is ours for the taking. Constructed to fight. Trooper ready to march. There is no reason to doubt your insight, sir.
Alright. Keep building those, keep building. Another battle forge to there. And we'll turn this into a war factory. Alright.
Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Unit is being manufactured, Commander.
Okay, that's good. Okay.
Trooper ready to march.
Now it looks like they're coming in and around me,
The
so
Emperor's enemy is my enemy. The grave be their
it's a
destiny.
little unfortunate that they are doing that.
Doctors in the house.
Makes me a little upset.
It'll be built in a jiffy.
Grenadier, fresh from the barracks.
Of course, my lord. We fight for freedom.
Should be able to summon my dragon in 5 seconds, so I just have to hold out a little bit.
Construction in
Alrighty.
progress. Anti-ground target completed.
Of course they have bomber balloons, which I hate.
Airborne, Commander.
Alright. Should help quite a bit. And
That rolling thunder you hear in the distance, those are enemy armors.
units, why? Alright. Should be alright, maybe. Maybe. Destroy these bomber balloons, which are incredibly obnoxious. I hate them with passion. There we go.
That's
Alrighty.
impossible, Commander. That's impossible, Commander. Imp machinery is strong, but not that strong, Commander. Your unit
Oh,
will
what?
soon be ready.
In that time they claimed
Unit is
that,
being
really?
manufactured, Commander. We're
Oh,
under
that's
attack,
unfortunate.
but we
Very
will hold
sad.
our ground.
Walking beer keg reporting for duty. Grenadier, fresh from the barracks.
Alright. F2, let's
No
go.
mountain can stop us.
Gotta take this stuff back. No choice.
Trooper ready to march.
Alright.
Somebody get the iron. Grenadiers are filled up with ale. Walking beer keg reporting for duty. Grenadier, fresh from the barracks.
Okay.
That's
Kill
impossible.
that building.
In a straight line now.
That's impossible, Commander.
Should be good. They should take care of that.
Reinforcements requested.
We will build a recruitment station.
Construction
Rebuild my
underway, Commander.
recruitment stations that they destroyed, unfortunately.
Unit is being manufactured, Commander. We need more recruits, Commander. Ready to follow you, even into death. That's impossible, Commander. That's
Destroy
impossible,
all
Commander.
those. Perfect. Now claim that as my own. Might be able to launch final
Recruitment
assault
citadel
now.
completed. Recruitment citadel completed. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. That's impossible, Commander.
Alright, some of them in here. Just to claim that.
No flying doctor's jokes, okay?
Okay, let's
Bring
move
me
on
the
out.
spoils of war.
The Emperor shows us the way.
There'd better be a tavern.
On a pale horse.
No mountain can stop us.
Don't be pushy.
Bring me the
Don't be
spoils
pussy.
of war.
That's impossible, Commander.
I don't know, my dragon's probably gonna die here, but that's okay, because I will take a lot of units with me. As they come around the other
That's
way.
impossible, Commander.
Why is that impossible? There we go.
World of hurt here. We're under attack, but we will hold our ground.
Stealth. Okay, got him. Oh. Let's let my
Cripple our troops.
shaman heal me a little bit. Alright, perfect. Alright. And it looks like they are almost just about finished. Disable that building. Okay, perfect. Get him in here. Okay, that's all mine, and victory is mine! Alright. I do need to start attacking the capitals and things now, because just defending is getting a little bit tiresome now. Alright, so that's whatever. Okay. So, let's see if anything new is going on my ship. Queen attends undead orgy. Oh, okay, yeah. It's quite the headline. Okay, so we got a bunch of new cards. Excellent. Let's see what's going on the bar.
Folly has taken hold of Prospera, Commander. Senselessness instilled by an overtly prolonged exposure to the vulgar vagaries of lesser counselors. Words like peace, stability, respect, cooperation are being flounced about as if they really mean anything beyond these walls. As if they are anything more than philosophical placebos intended to make politicians feel important.
Yes,
The
yes.
daft woman wants to draft a unifying constitution that actually says, we hold this truth to be self-evident, that all the races are created equal. Equal? She must be more demented than a vegetarian cannibal.
A vegetarian cannibal. I like that. Alright.
Now, I may drink with a dwarf from time to time, if there be no other company. I may parley with an imp, if it's techno-babble I'm after. But to call these beings my equals is a sea-spanning bridge too far. And I'd like you to stop Prospera's proposal dead in its tracks.
Well, I think she's right. Well, I do like that. She'll say dragons are equal. Yeah, I'm definitely above all the rest of you, clearly. Well, I'm going to say yes. Equality is a good thing.
If that is how it must be, reality will have to be the instrument that shall shatter the dreams of fiction. For a work of fiction, this Constitution is, Commander. Dead letter among a dead litter of all the races. Each with the other's knives in their backs, now and forever.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so now that that's been settled, let's go back to our map and let's wage war. Alright. So, let's build more units, as usual. I can build bomber balloons now, so that's very useful. And Zeppelin. I'll build some more bomber balloons. Move those over here. I'll leave that there actually, that should be fine. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Alright, so let's invade here. Send all 4. I'll leave that there. Spirit Warlocks there. Alright. So with that invasion, that should be fine. Okay. Let's end that turn. Let's fast forward, see what we're going to be fighting on. 3 different fronts, 90% chance on that one. Only 59 there, but 99 there, so probably going to have to use something on that one to win that one. Alright, let's see what we got. 99, we will actually just auto-resolve this, because... Alright, skip. Continue, no casualties on my side. Perfect, so that is mine. Mine. Here, we will have to play some cards, unfortunately. That turns the tide of battle. Skip. We lost 2 troopers. Not a big deal. Cheap units. Now down here, 90%. Should be good. Ready. Skip. Perfect, no casualties. Good. So I was not too happy with the whole equality business. Alright. Cool and cool. Alright, let's go see what's going on in the throne room.
Right, Commander. You've upset us imps greatly by cancelling Project Megabomb, but we are not the kind to despair for long. In fact, we want to present you with Project Super Soldier. Sounds like something you could use, right? So let's start experimenting on fetuses. Yeah, you heard me correctly. We need to study various types of genetic engineering processes pronto. Soon, babes will be born as super soldiers and grow to maturity in no time.
Yeah, but there need to be rules in place for this. Let's see what the elves think.
Let's see. Fetal experimentation. No. Thank you, Commander.
Okay, so you say no. What about
You
you?
can't make an omelette without breaking eggs. An expression we lizards are not very fond of, bred as we are in the shell. I can therefore assume the phrase, "you can't make super soldiers without messing up wombs," would be equally unpopular among elves and dwarves, Commander.
Yes.
To put it delicately, Trinculo is an utter loon, and I hope you'll tell him as much.
Alright, so let's see. Imps, so what would you say, dwarves and elves? I'm gonna say yeah. Super soldiers. Alright. Whatever. And what do you
I'm
have
a
to say, Edwin?
prophetic soul, Commander. Let them sign 1,000 declarations of unity and equality. Each one of them rips open new wounds and makes old ones bleed. No sooner was Prospera's draft turned into law that the true ramifications of her constitution became clear, and all those base-born councillors fought like starved hyenas for a hunk of meat. Delightful to look upon. Truly heartwarming.
Turn into a lot, but it's not such a bad thing, is it?
To be proven right. It has long been a given to me, but never do I quite tire of it. Such is the satisfaction of superiority, Commander. I hope you enjoy it too, once in a while, when the stars are right.
I still don't think I'm wrong, but okay. You win this time, Edmund. Alright. Back to our map, where we're going to try to take over the capital here. Alright, so it doesn't really have many fronts to attack me on, and I am making quite a bit of money per turn. So we are just going to make a bunch of bomber balloons, because why not? I guess I can't assault that just yet, but send those there. Send those there. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. How many cards we can play here? Okay. Alright, that looks alright, that looks alright. Send those there as well. Send those there to defend. That should be okay. Alright. And turn, see what happens. So it looks like we're only fighting on 2 different fronts. Here 70%. I could auto-resolve that and probably still win it, maybe. It looks like only fighting on 2 fronts. So, let's see here. Go to battle. 81% chance. Oh, well, change that. Well, we'll summon these Devastators in here. And ready. So we lost 1 Warlock. Big deal. Who cares? Now, here's the battle that I need to win. Could send Henry in. Alright. We'll try it. Perfect. We only lost 1 unit in the process too. It's excellent. I've conquered the capital of Farron and successfully stole all their belongings. Excellent. Nightmare becomes real. Emperor allows imps to cut up pregnant women. I'm not sure that's exactly what I had in mind, but okay. Alright. So, research will increase 2. My luck has decreased by 4. Not really ideally what I wanted to happen, but that's okay. Not a big deal. Ooh, and my queen wants to talk to me. Alright, what do you have
Your
to say?
latest conquest is giving me quite the headache, husband dear. You overrun realm after realm, not caring who has to vacate the local throne. Today it was a notorious elven dictator. So far so good, you might say, but the situation is more complicated than that.
How so?
During the confusion that arose when your armies marched in, a group of guerrillas kidnapped a bunch of bigwigs' wives and children. They demand the release of their leader, one who opposed the rule of the toppled dictator.
Uh-huh.
Alas, this fellow is hardly a saint. His means of opposition included murder, bombings, arson, and other pleasantries. He's hated and feared by the populace almost as much as the downfallen despot. His followers threaten to kill their hostages unless he is pardoned and set free post-haste. But doing so would invalidate our rule of never negotiating with those who wreak terror.
Oh boy. Okay, so do we let the hostages die or do we free this crazy man? There's a rule we shouldn't break, but neither should we abandon the hostages. I'd send rangers. The man is scum, and he has no reason to continue fighting now that his enemy has been dethroned. I'd say release him and save the captives. No, we have to send a message.
His hands are as bloody as his rivals, as are his deeds. We are of the same mind. Justice would be ill-served by his exemption. I'll brief a squadron of rangers myself so they may be sent in as quickly as possible. May the shadows favor them.
Yes, may they. Alright, in the bar, what's going on here? Oh,
Bad
Oberon.
news, Commander. The wives and daughters of many noble elves are being held as hostages. Whatever these kidnappers demand, we must give it to them.
Sorry, I already said nope. Too late to that party. We have a lot of research. I should probably look into that. I'll just start buying these things even though I have no plans on using them. I already like my build so far on my dragon.